easily. Share it. Whatever knowledge you learn, whatever the information, go and share it. As many people as possible. That's why I'm a mailman. Become a mailman. Easy, and you get a lot. So go and share whatever you learn. You know, strange history is very funny. Today is Christmas Day, right? And what Jesus says at the time when he comes back in an astral form. Does he come back in a physical form? I doubt it. But he comes in an apparition, as an apparition. That's Atman. That's real him. Not that crucified body. That is temporary. And he tells he goes, third day, he goes to Galilee and tell his disciple, now I have given you, that gives us so much. But he did wonderful job. He is the biggest televangelist ever lived, Jesus Christ. He's got 2 billion people he touched. We have 800. Because he gave simple, very beautiful, and very practical, which makes you pure. It makes you self-realized, not a conflict. Look at our Hinduism. Poor Adi Sankara, how much he suffered to give thought of this concept to Hindus. Hindus didn't know that. They're so confused, even now, many of them are. It's very difficult, very convoluted, very difficult, but very profound. But we don't need that high profound. Here she gives everything, most profound, highest level she gives it to you. But I'm talking about generally Hindus, the concept is so convoluted and it's confusing and people don't realize it. At that time, Adi Sankara gave and refined it and simplified it. Ramanuja, Adi Sankara, Madhva, they made it more clear. So now think of him, and don't forget Saturn. All of you get Saturn. When that comes and you know it, if you happen to know it, things get really bad. Invoke Hanumanji, because he is the most powerful cosmic energy. Now I just told you, he's Shiva Shakti. That means he is both Shiva and Shakti, and he plays with those planets. And Saturn is one. He does. So when you go through, not only Saturn, many planets, they obey him. Today 6 planets stay in Sagittarius, and Mars stays in Virgin. No, Mars stays up there, on the top. I think Kadajam.
Not Virgin.
They're all Jupiter connected.
Right.
There's a beautiful combination today. All the 6 planets, they're all connected.
Yeah, it's going to be stay till 23 days.
23 days. And that day you come to the temple, because those are all cosmic knowledge, you would not know them. I just come on that day because the planets are moving.
Yeah, so
and
stay for 3 days.
Yeah, and they're very kind to Earth. That means they'll grant you.
Right.
Something you. I'll give it to them.
No, she is saying that Mars is in Tulam Rasi. So
Tulam.
2 Panchangam. So one is saying it's Virginium, another one is saying in Tulam.
I follow Rishi.
The
Agastya.
calendar back up with it says.
But Indian government, all the astronomers follow Tirukhan. You know why difference is? The supernova explosion changed in the past 4 billion years. The supernova explosion moved that planet, so it's a little different. Not a great deal. It's about 3 weeks. But India and all the astronomers there, they follow Tirukhan. They don't follow. I follow other side. All the Rishi Panchangam we call them, because they knew that the effect is one and the position is different. The position is what Indian Tirukhan, the Panchangam said. What is the most important? The effect on you, effect on me. That is most important. I don't care where they are. What effect they have on me. And that Rishi Panchangam, you see. Okay, I think I'll start. Time is up. Poetry. So think of Hanuman. There's so many about Hanuman's life, so many unique things in his life. It's just wonderful. And he's so kind. He grants you whatever, and he's very childlike. He doesn't expect too much complex rituals. He's a very simple, just like Ayyappa. Ayyappa is sitting there. Today is, when is it Ayyappa's 48th day?
January,
January.
mid of January.
Middle of January. Ayyappa sitting. I are using him because they're all connected. Ayyappa is dark energy. Mahashakti is dark mass. Rest of the universe, 4% or 5%, is what we know. That includes galaxies, that includes planets, that includes billion, maybe trillion planets. Now, even our own Milky Way galaxy, there are almost trillion, not trillion, 800 or 700 planets. Until 20 years ago, we thought we were the only planet in our galaxy. Now they are finding almost every day one galaxy. That you would expect. When she builds a house, you can assume there are some people going to be living there. Otherwise, you're not going to build a house. She's building the house. 1 second, one galaxy. That means trillion planets. She just thinks and creates. But when she thinks and creates, there has to be somebody there, right? So when somebody asks you, do the ETs exist? You can say it very clearly, yes. They exist in our own temple. Who are the ETs? Those cosmic energies. They are not human form. We use various names, but they exist, and they exist in trillion forms. All over, not just our solar system is small. Milky Way, our galaxy is very small. Milky Way galaxy is probably 1/3 of Andromeda. Andromeda is our neighbor. In between, trillion space, nothing, darkness. Huge interval between each. And there are billions and billions of galaxies. So she just thinks and creates. What the purpose is, she wants that life form to have a chance to grow, to come back to her. And that many galaxies, that many planets she creates. And we are small form. But we have one advantage. We have developed out of the consciousness, we have developed a higher form. So even though we may not be as sophisticated, many of them are not even human body, they're pure spirit forms. But to me, they are life form. Everything is a life form. And that's the Atman. That's what she represents. So in all of us, she exists in different form. We are human. In the earth, we are the highest form. But there are many higher forms than earth, billions and billions of them. They will form in different form. Either spirit form, thought form, mind form, consciousness form. So many ways. There are 14 galaxies, 14 levels of consciousness. That itself is huge. We are at 7th level, am I right? 7th or 8th level. We still have a long way to go. So it's a wonderful day. On this day, 6 planets in one house, Hanumanji giving his grand, and he gave a special Hanuman, not the normal Hanuman day. She was special because mother told that priest in Delhi, give it to Dr. Saluja. In Delhi. I was struggling. His mother said, I want my aspect as Hanuman. And I made many, I'm sad, and the way we make is not easy. You got to find a Siddha. And Siddha has to have mantra, yantra, and tantra and give us the thing. Each deity is so hard. So I said, I'm not going to see it. Then Saluja went to Delhi. And one of her friend, Hindu friend, she is sick. She took her to the Hanuman temple. After the function was over, that man, the Pujari came and said, Hanuman is asking us to give it to you. That doesn't happen unless mother says to that priest. He was a very highly evolved priest who communicates with super sensual being. And she called me, and then I went to India and brought it in a very strange way to Singapore, and then to come. It was pretty hard just to bring it. Now we bring it by mail. So it's very unique. He didn't know that. Many people don't know that. How many deities you got in so unusual way. Meaning given by mother. Even Mahamaya, how wonderful she came. Mahamaya. She is Mahamaya. She is everything. And is she illusion? She said no. Nothing is illusion. I exist as it is. To your level of thinking, I'm an illusion, but I'm not. I'm real. Don't accept me as illusion. You use me to get enlightenment. Icha Shakti. Use me as a Icha Shakti. We're going to have Icha Shakti, a deity here. Isaki Amman. How many of you know Isaki Amman? I'm sure none of you know. Isaki Amman is a famous place in India. Many people come. Do you know? Isaki Amman, yeah. Very, very unusual, very powerful. You know who is she? She's Icha Shakti. She's Icha Shakti. She creates the desire for enlightenment. The Icha is enlightenment. And she gives you the desire for enlightenment. When she gives you desire for enlightenment, you will reach it. Because she is giving it to you. All this, where does it happen? How fortunate we are. It's miracle after miracle after miracle. That temple, once is completed, you'll never see anything like that. The concept, the aspect of her she's going to bring. There's one, Garbha Raktambika. Have you heard of Garbha Raktambika? Yeah. That lady who's sponsoring, she's a Muslim. She's not even a Hindu. And happens to be, she's a gynecologist. She's in Arizona. And she was supposed to deliver that day. Her mother, you know her mother. Her mother is a pathologist. So she calls me and says, please take care of my daughter. I said, what do you mean I take care of her? Mother will take care of her. But I know one thing, the doctors get in trouble. When the doctors get sick, they get into major problem. That's curse, I think. They get big problem when doctors get sick. I don't know any one of your doctors. I don't know. Anyway, so she calls me at 12 o'clock. The doctor I told her, watch her because she'll go through problem. 12 o'clock she calls. And I'm in the hospital. So immediately I came here because the baby got stuck in the transverse. It can neither come down or go up. And after a while, the breathing and the thing gets affected. They have to do either cesarean or the baby dies. So she, being a gynecologist, she said, I'll have a cesarean. And the mother was very worried. Then I came down here. I prayed to mother. She came with Rakta Garbhamika. Apparently there's a deity in India, many people go at the time of delivery. Garbha Raktambika. That deity's name. So one of our deity who's going to be here, hopefully in the next week, is Garbha Raktambika. What would she do? Any pregnancy, any problem, she'll take care of it. So I thought, why not? So we'll install her. So we are going to make Garbha Raktambika. Who is going to sponsor? It's expensive. It's probably about $20,000 the way we are doing. She wants a sponsor. She's a Muslim. She says, no doctor, it's mine. I want to be the sponsor. So many, many things like this happens, which is very mystical, very metaphysical, and beautiful. And humans not meant to go through that. We are. Can we go through that? How many humans go through this? Directly have the grace of God. Oh, within about 2 hours, mother calls me. Doctor, you won't believe, the thing came out so nicely after you went to the temple. I said, I'm sure. It's a long distance treatment. She did it. So she, you know her, you met her. Her name is Sana Khan, Dr. Khan. So she called me, Doctor, yeah, she's in Arizona now. She said, please, I want to do that. I said, fine. That's your privilege and you do it. All these things you are going to be doing is a privilege, by the way. Don't miss it. Do not miss it. Whatever you can. If you don't have money, just come and clean, just come and volunteer. There's something you can always give. Even to the poorest person, you can give some love to some unfortunate person. So people tell me, I really don't have any, I cannot help that person. I tell him, no, you're going to help a lot. Go down and show some kindness, show some love, show some affection. Make a pie and take it to her, whatever. There's no one who can say, I don't have any to give. Impossible. You have to have something. Go and pat her back. Give a massage. Is it that hard? No. We don't think. We say we don't have money, we can't help. No. Basically, and that comes from Icha Shakti. She's full of love and she's full of desire to elevate us. And she gives all the, Kali starts the time, that is Kriya Shakti. Then Icha Shakti gives this energy, this thought process. Then Raja Rajeshwari really gives jnana. So all three together give us everything. Problem is we don't, the Maya, the karma makes it dense. We just don't know. But if we come here, she opens up a whole new vista, the whole new world. And it's so magnificent. How nicely. I cannot believe we are blessed. And just today, just one day, look how many things today. The 6 banners in that place, the Samtun Goda, today is sun solstice, today is new moon. All this doesn't happen. And he says once in every 533 years. That must be significant. All this is once in 533 years today. Yeah, eclipse, sun eclipse. Amavasya is a very auspicious day. Don't believe when somebody says Amavasya is inauspicious. Amavasya is very auspicious. We do many things during Amavasya. On this day, I will come back tonight and we do the Homa tonight. Every new moon day we do Homa tonight. And the Homa helps us a lot, helps the world a lot, not just us. The world is a mess and we are going to have a major problem. She will protect us. Many things would have happened, it didn't happen. Do you know Earth is a shooting gallery? 10,000 NEOs. You know what NEOs is? Near Earth objects. Very close. And once they come into our sphere, we got probably 2 hours to live. It moves very quickly. The Earth is gravitational. But it just goes away, moves away. Today, Jupiter in that house will protect us. Jupiter protects us. It's a spongy planet. So when they come, they go straight there, not come here. So all this is designed by divine, and we survive. But we have problems in the next 20, 30 years. That's why she's doing all this. Are we
Yeah,
done?
it is.
Okay, thank you.
If you want, you can